know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm dead. Most things that I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you change.
Hey you guys, welcome back to Taylor XO, or welcome to Taylor XO if you're a new subscriber. So y'all, if you guys hear my baby girl in the background, y'all know that I just had my baby girl. And I had to come do this video now, because if I don't do it now, then I'll never do it. Y'all know how that goes. But let's get into it. So, the past few days, I haven't been doing that much videos on Liv, just because, there's really not that much to really do on her. And just for the simple fact that this girl always has these same things going on. The typical Gerard bashing, the Nisha bashing, the, throwing shots at Jazzy, or, she's moving, or, she's beefing with Chrissy or Ming. It's kind of always the same, whole thing when she comes on this YouTube stuff. The vlogs are the same. Everything is the same. A lot of these mommies really don't try to, really get creative with their content. It's just, which I know I do the same content too, but when you have 50 to 100,000 subscribers, I would just think that, you kind of get a little bit more crafty just to, keep building your channel and reach more people. So, I was sitting here thinking for, the past couple of days about this whole Liv thing, and just the simple fact that, we have been speculating for about, almost a year now. I'm pretty sure that AJ is almost 1 now. And, we've been speculating for a while, like, is truly Zolo the baby's father of this, baby? Now, I know a lot of people said, oh, well, it's just such old news now. We have heard time and time again, the same old with this girl. She played in our faces for over a year, or close to a year, about this whole pregnancy thing. A lot of people, speculated and wondered, like, if this girl was really telling the truth. And I even know that after she did have the baby, people still speculated, like, did this girl truly have this baby, or was this just, something, a baby that her sister had, or, was this all just for clicks and views? So let's take a little rewind back to when she first gave birth to AJ.
This is really happening.
Yes, it is. Oh,
we're excited. We can't wait to meet this little dude.
I'm 4 centimeters. Did she say 4.5?
No, I don't know, maybe she's got her.
So I know it's just such old news to really be speaking on it, but, people started really speculating if she was pregnant, from the start of it. She was posting twin pregnancies, and she was posting multiple baby daddies that, clearly were not her. Even a few people have reached out to one of the dudes that she posted that she had claimed that was the father of her child, and he had I guess messaged back and said that he didn't know Liv, and that he had no idea what was going on. So from the start, a lot of people suspected, was this girl truly pregnant? The whole spill. So fast forwarding on to when she finally gave birth, another red flag for a lot of people was that she was wearing a shirt under her gown. And a lot of people know that when you do go into the hospital to have a baby, you always get fully undressed. Even your bra, you take off. Everything comes off. So that's really besides the fact. That was just a little back history on her pregnancy. A lot of people did speculate, but, I guess she did end up, in fact, having this baby. So fast forwarding back to one of the videos that she posted, she claimed that she was going to tell the full truth about this whole, this whole baby daddy situation. Did he come? Did he not? Is he involved? Is he not? So here's a short clip from that video, and then we'll get into it.
They didn't have any rooms. And I'm just like, I was so irritated. So I called him, we discussed it, and he was like, all right, so I'm gonna leave in the morning, because he already had a full day at work. He was gonna leave in the morning, and he was gonna get there in time. And I mean in the morning, like 4 in the morning, he was gonna be on his way. So I was like, oh my gosh, okay, because now they want me to come in the morning. So he, I was gonna go to my sister's. My sister was gonna take me to the hospital, and he was going to meet me at the hospital, which that's what he did. It was chaotic. It was a lot going on. But honestly, truly, like, AJ must have known something because AJ came when after his father had got there. I mean, his father was already there for like 3-4 hours and the baby came. But still, if AJ came sooner when I thought he was gonna come, his father would have missed it. So yes, my sister, I did sleep at my sister's house, so my sister could wake up and take me to the hospital because my man was out of the city. And yeah, my sister is the best. Shout out to Raquel. I love her from the deep depths of my heart. My sister is my everything.
So throughout this time of people trying to speculate, did she have this baby? Did she not? You know, whose baby is this? A lot of people just chalked it up to this was Zolo's baby just because of the whole timeline of when she got pregnant. A lot of people, you know, had no choice but to assume that this was with Zolo. But, you know, I was sitting here yesterday putting 2 and 2 together, and I debated if I wanted to do this video because I know a lot of people, you know, don't really like to speak on Liv, and it's just kind of old news at this point. But you know, a lot of people just gave up the whole thing. I just think everybody just, you know, didn't want to give her any more attention than she's already gotten, which I myself do not, just because this girl is just crazy, psychotic, and just, you know, lies. I mean, probably one of the biggest liars I've ever seen in my life. So, you know, I was sitting here thinking, like, you know, what if this whole time Zolo was not the baby's father? You know, it's came out time and time again. She's even revealed herself, you know, how many times she really did, in fact, cheat on Gerard. And, you know, a lot of people were so confused, like, you know, how could this not be Zolo's baby just because she was with him for, you know, 3 to 4 months. And we know that, you know, they did have, I guess, a good little time together. You know, they were drinking, smoking, and, you know, they had their little, you know, couple months where, you know, they were, I guess, enjoying each other's company. And she even went as far as to get this man's name tattooed on her neck. She got their date on her finger. You know, he got her name. I mean, it was just a big old thing. But, you know, I really do question if she was able to cheat on Gerard like she did, you know, how is it so out of the woodworks to really believe that this girl, in fact, you know, possibly cheated on Zolo, ended up having a baby with some random man? And we know that Zolo has been one of the biggest wanted cash shoppers on these YouTube streets in the past, you know, wanting people to send in cash apps for this, cash apps for that. And I question if at some point did any of the reactors reach out to Zolo for maybe some receipts, some text messages, phone calls, recorded phone calls to maybe see, you know, if in fact this baby really is his. I know that, you know, a lot of people probably will be like, you know, nobody's wasting this much energy on this girl to really be trying to cash up this man some money for a receipt that he probably would make up or lie on, which, you know, it's possible. A lot of people fake receipts on this YouTube stuff every day. But, you know, I truly wonder if at any point did any reactor ever try to reach out to this man. I mean, he never has posted any receipts of Liv. I mean, he's posted a few Facebook Messenger screenshots of Liv reaching out to him, which, you know, a lot of people will say, you know, why would she be still reaching out to this man if she has no baby by him? You know, it kind of makes you think like, you know, in fact, you know, this baby has to be his. It has to be nobody else's. But I really do question if, you know, in fact, she ever did end up having a baby by Zolo. You know, why hasn't she not really spoken on anything having to do with this baby and his father? I mean, she's so quick to come on here and speak on Gerard and, you know, what he's doing with his kids and how, you know, he's abusing his kids. He's not doing this. He's not doing that for them. And he's the sole provider for them. So why wouldn't she want to come on here and speak on the situation between her and Zolo? Now, as you guys know, a few months back, or, you know, I don't know when, but it was exposed that Zolo was accused of sexual assault to a child. And we're not going to go into that. But, you know, a lot of people were questioning, like, is this the reason why she didn't want to expose that, you know, she, in fact, ended up having a baby by this, you know, child predator that was preying on little boys. So, you know, a lot of people were trying to figure out if that's the sole reason why she didn't want to, you know, expose the whole thing. But I really do question how she just letting, you know, this man get away with not paying for this little boy, not participating in anything. You know, at one point, she claimed that this alleged father was so involved. He was so happy to be meeting this baby that his family was Jamaican and they didn't have any kids prior in the family to this, and they were so happy that he was having a boy for the first time, and they had a nursery set up. But we have never ever heard or, anything on this alleged man again. And the way she, has just blatantly just pushed back AJ to the back burner, and just this whole situation with her alleged baby daddy, and just, has made Gerard and exploited, their whole situation with custody and divorce. I really just question why you would not want to expose a child predator that you had a child by that is doing nothing for his son. Why wouldn't you want to expose a man like that? Why would you want to come on here and expose the man who is clearly doing and taking care of all three of your kids financially, emotionally, in every type way? So why is it that you can it's so quick to expose Gerard, but you've never been, even spoken a word on this man and AJ? Now she's spoken on the fact that she's had contact with this baby's father, but she has never spoken on anything having to do with coming to see AJ, or, how she can just up and move to all these random places. And his father supposedly has this great job. He has this home for him, this room set up for him. Why have we never seen or, has this been spoken on? Now, I will say that this really doesn't matter. At all in all, nobody really truly cares. But just all what has unfolded with her and Gerard on these YouTube streets in the past couple months, past couple years, whatever. I mean, it's just so weird and strange how she refuses to speak on this baby's father at all. So it has made me question, like I said, is Zolo truly the father? Or has this whole time, has she, not wanted to speak on it because she just ended up getting pregnant off a one night stand, and she, didn't know who this baby's father is. Now, also, you guys remember when she went to that Houston trip, she had ended up getting pregnant by this man that she had only known for a couple days. And that's truly what made Gerard leave her and call it quits on the whole marriage and, the relationship. Her getting pregnant by this random man that she went on a girls' trip that she slept with. And this was only a month or two after they were married. So why is it so out of the woodworks for this woman to yet again get pregnant by another random man on a one-night stand type thing? And we all know that Zolo was, probably doing him on the side also. We also know that they, their whole relationship played out on this YouTube thing to where one day they were on, one day they were off. One day he was back at the halfway house. Next day he was back at Liv's house. Next day he's back at the bus stop. Next day he's back at Liv's house. So it is just, not so crazy to truly think that, this girl truly ended up getting pregnant by this random man on a one-night stand, and then, ended up just trying to pass off and just have people believe that, it truly is Zolo. Because let's be real, if this girl truly cared about anybody, assuming that Zolo is the father, I think she would have came out with some proof by now that, this man is, not Zolo, and there is another man that is AJ's father. Now, some people can say, well, that, that literally makes no sense because, she probably hasn't came out with another man because Zolo is in fact the father. But we don't know what this girl, I mean, she is just so all over the place. She lies so much that what are people truly to think, like, is Zolo the father? Is he not? And which we probably will never know. I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't want to come on here and, tell people that my child's father was either a child predator or some random man that I got pregnant with on a one-night stand. But I truly do question why the courts have not got involved for AJ, and only, the courts were involved for the three other kids. Now, I know that Gerard did that on his own will. That's what he wanted to do for his three kids. But I truly question why this girl has kept this so on the hush-hush. Now, a lot of people have also said that this, could affect her custody case that she has with Gerard because, she was bringing a child predator around her other kids. Who knows? But, it was just one of them things that I had to come on here and speak on just because, I know a lot of people have always said, okay, well, Zolo's the father. But we have never put it into perspective the other way, flipped around, and, really tried to figure out or question, maybe this was just a one night stand that she got pregnant by. Maybe she just truly doesn't know who the father is. She was sleeping with Zolo, probably sleeping with other men, and she just didn't know at this point. So she just, didn't want to speak on it. But I want you guys comments down below what you guys think. Do you guys think that this woman, ended up just getting pregnant on a one night stand? Yet again, she did it on her husband. I would, never put it past that she wouldn't do it on Zolo. So comment down below what you guys think. Some of you may say we don't care, it's such old news. But, her recent lives that she did and just, this whole thing and how she's playing this out with Gerard, it just, really made me question this whole, situation with AJ's father. And also it made me question it just because, her interactions with this baby and just how detached she has been this whole entire time since this baby's been born. It just really made me question, that's just typically how mothers would treat a baby that, they, got pregnant accidentally on a one night stand, or, it was an assault or something like that. But again, comment down below, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for another one.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You